Today let's talk about Siri, not the current Siri that occasionally sets a timer correctly and then completely ignores everything else you say, but the version Apple's apparently betting a huge chunk of its future on. According to Bloomberg, Apple's planning to turn Siri into a full-blown chatbot that's designed to rival ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude AI. Internally, it's codenamed Campos, which already sounds more intimidating than Hey Siri whatsoever, and it's expected to land as part of iOS 27, iPadOS 27, and macOS 27. And yes, that means Apple's finally stepping properly into the AI chatbot race, fashionably late as always. Before we get any further, quick pause, around 90% of you guys watching these videos aren't actually subscribed, so if you enjoy deep dives like this into Apple's future plans, hit subscribe. It genuinely helps a small channel like this way more than you realize. And now let's get back to Siri's glow up. So the big change here is that Siri won't just be a voice assistant bolted onto the side of the OS anymore. Apple's planning to replace the current version entirely with this new chatbot style Siri. Same wake words, same side button press, but under the hood it's a completely different beast. We're talking natural language conversations, context awareness, the ability to search the web, summarize information, analyze files, generate images, help with coding, and even understand what's currently on your screen. So basically everything ChatGPT can do, plus the ability to mess with your phone settings when you're not looking. What's interesting is that Apple reportedly didn't even want to build a chatbot at first. Executives apparently weren't convinced it was necessary, which in hindsight feels like deciding not to bring an umbrella because the sky only looks slightly grey. The popularity of ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude forced Apple to reconsider, and now we're here. The execution is where this gets spicy. Apple isn't offering this as a standalone application. There's no Siri chatbot icon you tap on your home screen. Instead, it's built directly into the OS. Siri will live everywhere: photos, mail, messages, music, TV system settings, and it'll be able to analyze content inside those apps to answer questions and perform actions. That's the one advantage Apple still has over everyone else. People already default to ChatGPT and Gemini on the web, but Siri ships on billions of devices, pre-installed, deeply integrated, and impossible to uninstall. If Apple gets this right, a lot of users won't even think of it as using an AI chatbot. It'll just feel like Siri finally doing what it should have been doing for the last 10 years. Now under the bonnet, this is where Apple's "we're behind but confident" energy really shows. The Siri chatbot apparently is going to be powered by a custom model developed by Google's Gemini team. Bloomberg suggests it's going to be roughly comparable to Gemini 3, which is ambitious. That tells us two things. First, a lot of this is going to be server-based. Second, this won't be cheap. Apple does have its own private cloud compute infrastructure, but even that likely isn't enough to handle billions of Siri queries per day. There are already reports that Apple's discussing running parts of the chatbot on Google servers, and spoiler alert, Google does not do mates rates when it comes to AI compute. To put the costs into perspective, OpenAI spends billions every year just on inference. Google spent around $85 billion on infrastructure in 2025 alone to keep up with AI demands. Google's also said the median Gemini prompt uses around 0.24 watt-hours of energy. Multiply that by millions, then billions of prompts, and suddenly Siri asking, "What does this email mean?" starts looking very expensive. Which brings us to the elephant in the room: pricing. This is where I'm firmly on the side of Apple cannot charge for this at launch. Not yet. Every major chatbot right now has a free tier and a paid tier, usually around $20 a month. ChatGPT Plus, Gemini Advanced, Claude Pro, Copilot Pro, they all cluster around the same price. Google already does this with Android with a free Gemini experience and a paid advanced tier for more powerful features. Apple could absolutely copy that model. A basic Siri chatbot for everyone and a Siri Pro for power users. In fact, knowing Apple's love for recurring revenue, I'd be shocked if this isn't the long-term plan. But here's the problem. Apple is late, very late. People have already formed habits. They trust ChatGPT, they trust Gemini, they know they're reliable. Siri, on the other hand, has spent years training users not to trust it. Charging people for a premium AI assistant when your assistant still has a reputation for misunderstanding basic information is bold. Apple needs to rebuild trust first. Siri has to work. consistently, across apps, across contexts, without hallucinating, without falling silent, and without replying, "I found this on the web," like it's done you a favor. I actually think Apple knows this. Right now, Apple Intelligence features are entirely free, including Image Playground, even though some of that runs in the clouds. The features are limited, yes, but they're clearly using this period to get people comfortable with the idea of Apple doing AI at all. Ideally, Apple eats the cost for a year or two, make the Siri chatbot free, get it onto hundreds of millions of devices, and let people slowly realize they don't need to open ChatGPT anymore because Siri can just handle it. Once that trust is there, then you introduce a pay tier. And honestly, if Apple's smart, that pay tier should be bundled. If you're already paying for Apple One, there's a very strong argument that a Siri Pro tier should just be included. Music, TV Plus, Arcade, Fitness Plus, iCloud, and now Advanced AI? That suddenly makes the Apple One subscription a much easier sell. There's also the privacy angle. Apple's reportedly debating how much Siri should remember from past conversations. ChatGPT and Claude can build up long-term context, which is incredibly useful but also slightly creepy. Apple may limit memory for privacy reasons, which is very on brand, but it's also a potential disadvantage. If Siri forgets things too often, it does once again risk feeling less intelligent than its competitors. On the internal side, it's clear Apple has been living with AI for a while now. Employees have access to tools like Enchante, an internal ChatGPT style assistant that runs on Apple-approved models, including Apple Foundation models, Claude, and Gemini. There's also Enterprise Assistant, which acts as a corporate knowledge hub for Apple staff. So this isn't Apple suddenly discovering AI in 2026. They've clearly been testing, iterating, and quietly using these tools internally for years. The consumer rollout is just very Apple. Late controlled and hopefully polished. Fingers crossed though, because Apple Intelligence right now is kind of a mess. There's also an interesting legal and partnership wrinkle here. Right now, Siri can hand off complex requests to ChatGPT, and Apple doesn't even pay OpenAI for that. When Apple launches its own chatbot, that integration could disappear entirely and might also conveniently sidestep some of the legal noise around favoring one AI provider over others. As for launch timing, all signs point towards WWDC in June. iOS 27 will be the headline, and Siri will be the star of the show. Apple's reportedly focusing the rest of the OS updates on stability, performance, and bug fixes, which honestly sounds like a fair trade if Siri finally levels up. So will this work? I think it can, but only if the execution is near perfect. Apple does not get the benefit of the doubt here. People will try this Siri chatbot once, maybe twice, and if it feels slow, dumb, or unreliable, they'll go straight back to ChatGPT. Convenience alone isn't enough anymore. That said, the idea of a genuinely smart Siri that understands your apps, your files, your screen, and your intent without needing to copy and paste everything into a separate app is incredibly powerful. Apple may be late, but being built into every iPhone, iPad, and Mac still counts for a lot. The biggest mistake Apple could make is charging too early. Build trust first, prove it works, then when people actually rely on it, that's when a paid tier starts to make sense. Let me know in the comments, would you actually switch to Siri as your main AI assistant if Apple gets this right, or are you already locked into ChatGPT or Gemini? If you made this far, again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the hype button. It genuinely helps the channel grow, and you'll be seeing a lot more coverage like this as we get closer to WWDC. Siri might finally be growing up, but let's just hope Apple doesn't start charging $20 a month before she's learned to listen properly. Thanks for watching.